What's good with y'all, man? How y'all doing? How y'all feeling? What's popping? What's popping? Can y'all hear me fine? Y'all can hear me? Yeah. Yeah, man, y'all go ahead and hit that like button, man. Go ahead and hit this like button. Um, yeah, fellas. So I had to take a break for a minute. You know what I'm saying? Just because, to kind of get my energy back right. Um, also, man, like this YouTube gets a little toxic sometimes, right? Like people are just competing with each other. Everything's about the clout. A lot of people start hating on each other. So man, I had to separate myself from that negativity and just kind of, you know, be with family, be with myself, just kind of cleanse my energy, right? Um, some had people in the comments, coming in saying that, oh, you're trying to copy this person or that person. Fellas, let me tell y'all something. There ain't nothing new under the sun, right? There ain't one YouTuber on this platform that's the originator of any content that they speak about. Trust and believe that. Everybody gets their source from something. So when people come on and say, "Oh, you got your information from this person," that person didn't get their information from themselves. They got it from somebody as well. Whether you read a book or whether you meditate, you're connecting to a source. You're getting your information from somewhere. You understand what I'm saying? So, a lot of times we might have the same information, but the way we present it is in our own unique way. All right. Trust and believe, fellas. None of us are old enough, none of us been here long enough to be the originator of anything on this planet. Everything has been, reused and regurgitated over and over again, right? And I think a lot of guys need to listen to the message that's being brought instead of worrying about the messengers, worrying about who said this and who said that, who did this first. It doesn't matter, right? You got all this information, you got all these different people giving you the same information in different shapes and forms so that you can understand it, right? You don't have no excuse now for not getting yourself right because you got so many people spitting this information out, right? We got to get in tune with ourselves. There ain't nothing new under the sun. So, stop worrying about who's doing this and doing that, man, and just listen to the message, right? If any of you guys been following me, y'all know since the beginning I've been on this. I've been spiritual. I've always been speaking about this, right? My very first video. If you go on my very first video, go to my videos and click Otis, sorted to Otis, you'll see my very first video was love yourself, and it was speaking on going with inside yourself and learning how to appreciate yourself, right? So that was always the premise of my channel, was to get guys to, and people in general, to start to love themselves and start to respect their energy, right? I'm all about energy. If y'all watch my channel, y'all know that energy is that's very important. So I wasn't even going to do retention at first, right? Because I kind of was a little uncomfortable at first talking about retention. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all, but I was like, you know what? I can't be fake on here. Like, if I want guys to really be able to master themselves, I got to tell them what I do. Because I was always doing retention years before I even got on YouTube, right? So I wanted to give you guys the real and what I really was doing to better myself. And so that's when I started with retention, right? But for this video, we're gonna talk about why you need that energy in the first place. Okay, because there's a lot of stuff going on right now, and it's very crucial for you guys to really start taking this serious. You understand what I'm saying? You need to be cleansing yourself out. You need to be cleansing out each and every center of your energy out. From the root all the way to your crown. right? Because what's happening is that there's a shift that's about to happen, right? And if you're not ready for this, like it's going to happen in everybody. I know y'all seen, December, what's supposed to happen in December with the planets aligning and all that, right? But understand that's happening inside of you. Remember, everything happens inside of you first, right? So that alignment is going to happen inside of you first. But if you're not in sync with yourself and what's happening, you know, it's going to destroy you from the inside out. And that's what's going to happen, right? So this is why I always tell you guys to get yourself right. Make sure you're cleansing your energy out, man. You know, I made a video about, getting rid of the meats. And a lot of people didn't like that video. But it's a reason for that, man. Like, I stopped eating meat like 4 years ago. My body just started not resonating with it anymore. You understand? And it's a reason for that. If you've been working on yourself, you will start to unlock DNA. You will start to get these downloads, and your body will start changing. Right? See, the people who had a problem with that video, they're not receiving these downloads. Right? This is why I always say you need to eat your fruits and your vegetables, man, because understand, plants, they get their energy from the sun. Just like solar panels, they receive sunlight and they're able to produce electricity. Plants, the leaves on plants, they take sunlight, they absorb sunlight, and they transmute that sunlight into energy, to food. This is what they call photosynthesis, right? So when you eat the fruits of that plant, you are literally eating the sun. And when you eat that sun, you are getting the codes, the light codes from that sun inside of that fruit. And it's unlocking, it's doing things inside of you to give you information. So you can be in tune with what's going on out here, right? And this is why I tell you guys, this is very important for your energy, man, because if you're not, like me, I don't resonate with meat anymore. Like, if I try to eat it, my body's going to reject it, right? Because that's the shift that's going on. It's going on inside of you. And when you start to be on retention, and when you start to really get yourself, ready spiritually, that low vibrational food serves you no justice anymore, right? Because your body's changing, so you need a higher quality energy to sustain you, right? So those meats, man, it's low vibrational. It pulls you down. It keeps you in your lower chakras. This is why when you eat meat, it grounds you. It weighs you down. And this is why it takes so long for meat to digest. It takes so long for it to digest, man, because it gets stuck here in your lower chakra, right? You don't want that weighing you down. You need to be light as a feather right now. I was talking to a young lady, last night, and it was a very deep conversation. We was talking about how, you got to get back to your childlike self. It was very interesting because basically was saying that how you got to cleanse your energy out to be light as a feather, to be childlike again. Because as a child, we don't have hate, we don't have fear, we don't have none of that. We just are. We're just pure energy. But we are taught to hate. We are taught to have all these different emotions and feelings. If you watch children play or just children interact with each other, they express themselves in the moment. So like they might get into an altercation with each other, but then 5 minutes later, they're all playing and happy again, right? That's because they don't hold grudges, man. They're just pure energy, right? As we get older, we learn how to harbor all this toxic energy inside of us, and it gets stored inside of us. And man, this is why it's so much like negativity going on. We got to learn how to release that energy and become childlike. The older you get, your spirit should become more childlike. You should be getting light as a feather. Because I'm telling you guys, like, what's about to happen, man, is the shift, man. Like, your energy is about to rise up. And you want to make sure that you're in line with that shift so that your energy will rise up and you will leave this perspective of life, right? Let me go to the comments section, man. Let me see. See y'all in here, man. And man, I appreciate y'all for the support. Go ahead and get them likes up for me though. Yeah. Hey, from the UK, I see you, David. What we got in here? I see y'all, man. All y'all grinding on these days. Day 6 in here, day 32, day 0, but you going monk. Hey, let's go. Let's get it, D. You know what I'm saying? That's the first step. You gotta start one day at a time. You know what I'm saying? Where we at? Where we at? Yeah, Bob Bolo. Intention done right makes you a lion. Yeah, most definitely, man. I see y'all in here, man. Y'all grinding. That's all you can do. It's just grind, man. Make sure you doing your best, right? Because you don't want to be repeating the same things over and over again. You want to make sure that you're getting up out of here, right? Let me see. Antoine Jackson, salute fam. Thanks for the $5 donation. Salute to you, brother. Where we at? Where we at? Neen going monk day 0. Let's get it popping, man. Day 0, that's okay. You know what I'm saying? It starts in the mind first. When you get your mentality right, the body gonna follow. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, dude, just keep it going. 2 months, Dennis, what's up, man? Harris, what's my perspective on December 21st? It's the shift, man. You know, and for a lot of you guys, that's been like finding retention and just been having that change. You've been feeling different. You've been thinking different. This is why, because there's things going on inside of you. Remember, guys, everything out here is an illusion. This is all internal. Your universe, you have a universe inside of you. So that's those planets aligning, that's happening inside of you too, right? But that's why there's so many distractions out here to distract you from going inside yourself and getting yourself in tune and paying attention to yourself to get ready for this shift, right? That's why it's so much distractions out here, because it's trying to get you out of yourself so you won't be ready, so you'll be caught off guard when it does happen, right? It's gonna happen. Everybody's gonna go through this shift, but everybody's not gonna make the shift because their body's not in tune. They got too much negativity. They got too much energy that they're holding that's weighing them down. Right? If y'all read the laws of Mayat, you know, it says the scale. Your energy has to be light as a feather, and your good has to outweigh the bad. Right? For you to raise up. That's what judgment is. Judgment is it's gonna judge your energy. Right? So this is why you want to become childlike again, man. You know? And like if you got any hate, if you got any grudges against anybody, man, let that go. You know, call them up and have a conversation, apologize, make your peace with people. Do that now, man. And once you do that, you will feel this a weight off your shoulder when you do that, man. I promise you. This is what you want to be doing right now. You know, detoxing off the bull crap. Right? All that bull crap food, man. Cleansing your energy out. You feel me? And you know, I seen a few channels, not channels, but a few people talking about, you know, get your guns ready, start stocking up on ammo. Look, man, you don't need all that, right? If you get yourself right with the Most High got you. You ain't gonna need no guns, no bullets, none of that stuff, right? People who tell you to do that, they getting ready. They about to miss the shift. They gonna be here in this hell. Right? Yeah, they're gonna need their guns to defend themselves. But for the rest of the people who trying to get their spirit right, you're gonna go to a whole nother dimension. So you're not gonna be seeing this. You're not gonna be here for all that. Right? Don't listen to people telling you get your guns right, get your guns ready, and get ready to. You don't need all that, man. You know, they still in their lower self. So they don't understand. They're about to be here, you know, for what's gonna happen, trying to survive. You understand what I'm saying? Right. You don't need no gun. Do you know who you are? Do you know what you have inside of you? Right? You have an energy inside of you that no weapon can prosper against. No weapon formed against you can prosper. You understand that? Right? Your energy can protect you. You can Your thoughts, you can send your thoughts to somebody across the world, right? You can think something and manifest. Your brain, your mind can literally rearrange the molecules around you. Do y'all understand that? You have a power inside of you that's way more powerful than a three-dimensional gun, right? A gun can harm the flesh, but your energy is way more advanced than any weapon on this 3D matrix. All right. So don't get caught up in that, man. You don't need none of that. Right? I'm 31 years old. I ain't never had to use a gun in my life because the Most High has led me on a path to protect me from all that stuff. Right? Start using your real weapon, which is up here, which is your energy. Going inside and manifesting the things that you want to see in your life. That's your power. You feel what I'm saying? You know, I get sick of that, man. I get on my time feed, especially on IG, and you got guys talking about, man, y'all need to be stocking up on guns and doing all this and getting ready to kill folks, man. Like, what is wrong with you? What is wrong with y'all, man? Like, you going the wrong way. Right? You about to hold your energy gonna be so heavy thinking like that you're not even gonna lift off the ground, man. You're gonna be here for real. Right? So don't get caught up in that, y'all, man. Just get your spirit right. Get your energy right, all right? Kent Pickett, thanks for the $5 donation, buddy. What is your take on the food shortage? I mean, man, it's really, like I say, fellas, on retention, and a lot of y'all that's really on retention can attest for this. Your appetite gets lower. I gotta force myself to eat because I got so much energy during the day. I don't even like eating. I probably eat like one meal a day. You know what I'm saying? I drink a lot of water, eat my fruits and vegetables, and I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I don't really have to eat much. So, like I tell y'all, when you get yourself right, man, you get yourself ready for this shift that's about to happen. All these things that's about to happen, when the food shortage does come, you're not gonna need a lot of food, right? You know, learn how to grow you some plants, some vegetables or whatever that you're gonna need, but you're not gonna need a lot of food at all. And really, we should be fasting anyway, because there ain't nothing in that grocery store but bull crap anyway. All that processed food, all that stuff that's, you know, promoting disease. So you don't need that anyway. You know what I'm saying? You go to the grocery store, half those aisles ain't nothing but bull crap. So what is a food shortage? You know what I'm saying? All you need is some water. All you need is some vegetables, some fruits, and maybe some grains like rice or something like that. But other than that, you don't need a lot of food. You know what I'm saying? So my take on it is you know, I feel like a lot of things are happening to get you right. It's forcing people to get themselves right. So a food shortage is going to force people to fast. It's going to force them to not eat so much. You know, we live in a country where we eat too much. It's so much obesity. Like, people can go probably a whole year without eating. How much fat and stuff they got stored on their body. You know, your body can eat well off itself. You feel what I'm saying? So, you know, I'm not worried about a food shortage because I don't eat much anyway. So I don't need a lot of food. But yeah, man, like don't get caught up in this low dimensional stuff. People promoting all this fear, man. Get away from all that fear. Stop watching all that stuff, man, and return to yourself. All right. This is a great time for the people who's really been getting themselves right and focusing on themselves, detaching yourself from the world. You know, this is a great time because now you're starting to feel, you just feel that the protective energy around you that everything's gonna be all right. You know what I'm saying? I woke up today, man, and today was just a good day. You know, it's a good day, man. Like, I'm not worried about none of that stuff. Right? I know me, though, like, they're talking about these, you know, these injections or whatever. Whenever that happens, man, I'm going to be jobless. I'm going to tell you that now. You know, but I'm not worried about it, man. Like, I know the Most High got me, so, like, I'm already prepared. I prepared myself for 4 years. Getting my spirit right, getting my energy right. Right? So, don't have no fear, y'all. Whatever y'all do not have no fear, because that fear keeps you down into your root chakra. It keeps you down here in your lower chakras. Right? And that's why you see so much fear being promoted, because it's trying to lock you down. Right? And this is why retention is so important. This is why you need your energy, because you need all those gases and you need all those gases and those juices to blast your energy up out of here. But you can't do that if you empty. And this is why, man, this is why retention has always been important. You know, um, talking about chakras and things like that, that's what got me on retention in the first place. Right? Because I was trying to figure out how to really unlock myself. Man, I was on this stuff years ago, man, trying to figure out and master myself. You know, those hidden keys. And retention was the key. Right? And that's why I preach it so much, because it's the foundation. You can't do nothing else spiritually until you start to control your sexual energy first. I promise you, you can't. It's not gonna work, man. You got to, because that's the divine energy. You got to move that energy up. Right? So you cannot be releasing. Especially now, y'all need to hold on to this, because you need this energy. It's going to take care of you, I promise you. Right? You got to get ready for takeoff, man. Blasting up out of this realm. Right? So, you know what I'm saying? Hey, let's see where we at. Miss Shima, yeah, man, hit me up. It's actually, you can hit me up on IG too, but my email is DanteYoung2112@gmail.com. It's DanteYoung2112@gmail.com. All right. And you can ask me what you want, man. Yeah, Kyle, no fear at all. Where we at? Netflix promoting the sexual BS. You're seeing cuties Netflix. Nah, I ain't seen it, man, but it's everywhere, bro. Even that new Cardi B song, whatever. You know, all this everything's sexual, bro, and it's trying to get you to release your energy. You gotta stay strong, though. That's the spiritual warfare I'll be talking about. It's trying to keep that energy intact inside of you, so you can blast up, so you can be protected, man. Right? So that's the goal, man. That's really the goal. And for you guys who really need some motivation, use this as motivation. Right now, you are doing something that's going to save your life, and something that's going to give you a better life in the future, man. You know, because this is the last cycle. After this cycle, there's no more reincarnation, bro. You want to make it to that new earth, right? It's about everything's restarting. So you don't want to be stuck down here and dealing with this hell. You want to rise up to the new earth, which is the heaven, right? And it's only going to take the righteous, the people who's trying to get themselves right, the people with that high energy. You know what I'm saying? You got to make sure that your energy, you know what I'm saying, is in contact with the energetic frequencies that's going to pull you out. You know what I'm saying? It's like a sync, like you syncing the connection. Okay? You know, it's bigger than the attraction and all that, man. Yeah, we like that. We still like women. We still, you know, got to live life until it happens, but try your best to be righteous. You know what I'm saying? That's all I can tell you guys. And try to cleanse out your energy, man. Don't have hate for people. Try to clean up your diet. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have sexual thoughts. You know, you still going to get horny down there, but just don't release that energy. That's all. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with having a girlfriend, nothing like that. Somebody that you love or somebody that you like. Just don't be releasing your energy. Right? Don't release. That's all. That's all. Because once you release, now you're losing. You gotta restart. You gotta reset that energy from scratch. Right. So whatever you do, just don't release, man, and learn to breathe and bring that energy up. Okay. Understand the root chakra. That's the earth, right? So the root chakra grounds you to this matrix, and this is where the survival instincts come from. This is where the basic needs like food, shelter, things like that. Right? Then when you rise up to the sacral is the sexual organs. So this is where you get that desire and that passion to be in a relationship and want to procreate. This is where those urges come from, is that sacral chakra. Right? The sacral is water, right? Which is the emotion and feelings. Water. Water is emotion. The third chakra is the solar, which is your sun. Right? This is where the passion comes from and the desire to go out and get what you want out of life. right? And that's the fire. That's that fire burning inside of you, the soul. So you got earth, water, and fire, right? Those are the earth elements. The heart chakra is air, right? The lungs and the heart. So this is where meditation comes in, guys. When I tell you to meditate, to bring that energy up, you got the earth, you got the water and the fire, right? And then when you breathe up, you turn that fire into ether. That fire comes up and it etherizes into the fifth chakra, which is your throat. The throat is ether, right? So the ether is the air, and you have the ether that's above the air. You know, that's between the earth and space, right? So once you get the ether, you bring that energy up even more, and now you're up into the heavens, which is your crown and your solar plexus, which is your crown and your soul, your crown and your third eye chakra, right? That's the space, that's the divine energy. Okay, so make sure you guys are, cleansing out each of those chakras, man. And I'm gonna do a video on how to cleanse those out, and just how to how to utilize those, not to be too much in one chakra, but to keep them aligned and balanced. All right. HK or AK, thanks for the $100 donation, buddy. Thanks for these vids, bro. It's really motivating. Do you still get urges at this stage? Yeah, bro. I still get urges, man. Like I said, like I'm a man, so I still get urges, but it's all about controlling yourself. When you get an urge, you're not like a hound dog, with your tongue out, just looking for some tail and trying to hump anything, right? You learn to you feel that energy, you feel what's going on, and you control it. You redirect it, right? It's just like what do you call them? The crosswalk people who direct, the students that cross the street and the stop. When you feel that urge, you don't let traffic just flow anywhere. You control it, right? You're in control. You stop it and you let it flow, right? So when I get urges, man, I try to do something creative, right? Because you need that urge. That's your sacral, right? You need that urge to move that energy up. The urges are good. Don't get me wrong. But you don't want to let it go down the root chakra. You don't want to release that out. So when you feel that urge boiling up in that sacral, you want to bring that up into that fire, right? That's when you have the passion to go out and to accomplish something. You turn that water transfers into the fire, right? And then from there, you bringing it up, you bring it up, you bring it up, you bring it up. So when I get an urge, I meditate. I breathe deep, and then I have a thought. What do I want to create? What do I want to manifest? So this is that power that you have. That urge is the power. That's the creative power, that creative force. Okay, so don't think that urges are bad, but also don't fall victim to your urges and just release your energy, man. You don't want to do that. All right. But I appreciate that donation, man. And that's very appreciated, bro. Let me get some of these comments. D, you have a problem with masturbation, man? I mean, when you say masturbation, do you mean like releasing? Are you releasing your energy? Because you don't want to be releasing your energy. You know what I'm saying? And you definitely don't want to be watching flicks, right? Those flicks, man, they're not good for your mind. It's not good for your energy just in general. You leave yourself acceptable to other spirits that want to leech off your energy, all right, in that astral plane. So be mindful of that. Black, hello Dante. I've been feeling low for a moment. Any advice to get that low internal pressure out? It's been poking for a while. You've been feeling low. So what's happening is you letting that energy get trapped down here. See, what happens, guys, is when you start to get the flat line, your energy gets trapped at the solar plexus, right? You're trapped. It has nowhere else to go. And what this means is you need to cleanse out your heart chakra. Your heart chakra is unconditional love, right? It's just bliss, No judgment. It's just bliss. You accepting of all. So you need to cleanse out that heart chakra and purify that center so that the energy can rise up. You know what I'm saying? Because what happens is if you let all this energy get piled up down here, it becomes too much and it has to release. It has to move somewhere. The pressure gets too high, and this is when you end up relapsing because it has to have an outlet, right? Energy has to have an outlet somewhere. So you want that outlet to be up here, connecting to that divine energy, and you're connecting your antennas to the divine source, right? So you can figure out who you are and become self-aware. So you got to be cleansing out these chakras. This is why I'm telling you guys that whenever you feel like your energy getting stuck, it's because you have a blockage somewhere, and it's usually the heart chakra is where most people have a blockage at because the heart chakra is that connection between earth and the heavens, the earth, the body, and the mind. Okay. And what happens is too is that solar plexus is your digestive system. So you want to make sure that you are eating the right foods. So you can unblock that area too. A lot of people get stuck in that solar plexus because they have a bad diet. A lot of people don't eat the right foods, right? So they never make it past that. This is when you start to see the big guts and all that stuff. You having a big gut means that you're overusing your solar plexus, right? Gluttony, gut, gluttony. You know what I'm saying? So, be mindful of that, man. Um, let me go down here again. What's crazy is that I was watching you on Shroom and compared the videos you made from last year till now. It's crazy how you went from such a feminine energy into masculine energy. Yeah, man, and you know, it has to do with just like I've really been on this journey. You know, a lot of guys come on here and try to tell you what to do and what not to do. But guys, I really speak from the heart. You can look at my eyes and tell that I'm not on no bull crap. Right? Everything I say, I live this journey. And this is why me, man, I pay respect and I give support to other retention channels, but I don't watch other retention channels because I don't need to. I don't need to draw inspiration from other channels because I live this life for real. I really do this. When I made that video like 500 something days, I'm still going. Since that was like almost a month ago, and I still haven't released. Right? I really do this. And it's not easy. It is not easy at all. But I have motivation in the back of my mind. I know why I do this, and that's what keeps me going. I tell you guys, you don't need to release. Your body will take care of itself. It'll recycle itself. Whether it's through a wet dream or whatever, you might get those every now and then, but that's just the recycling stage where your body has to get rid of the old so it can have new. If you guys realize, whenever you do have a wet dream, like you feel more energized. So sometimes you don't feel drained, as compared to an actual release or relapse. You feel drained for weeks. You know what I'm saying? So your body's gonna do what it do naturally. You gotta make sure you're doing your part though. You know what I'm saying? And over time, that energy builds up, and I got more confident in myself, right? And that just goes to show you guys, like he said, I really do this, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't come on here and I don't fake with you guys, right? And that's just what it is. So I just hope you guys take this information, man, to better yourselves, and just know, take it from me, bro, that is possible. It's possible. If you want to hold on for as long as you want to, you can do it. You gotta have that reason why though in the back of your head. My reason is because I want to better myself. I don't want to be, I don't want to live that lifestyle I used to live. I was a guy who used to release all the time, right? Getting cheeks all the time. You know what I'm saying? I used to be that dude, but I don't live that lifestyle no more. It doesn't resonate with me anymore. All that releasing didn't do nothing for me. Right? I'm living my best life now, man, ever since I started retention, ever since I got on my spiritual journey. Yeah, I got some bumpy roads, but man, my energy is so much better. I'm more aware. You know, I have a peace of mind, and I'm doing something that I love doing. I'm doing my purpose, which is what y'all see me doing right now. And I wouldn't have been here right now if it wasn't for retention, if it wasn't for me detaching myself from the world and really figuring out who I am. So I just want to give that energy to you guys. You know what I'm saying? Because I was once a guy who was sitting back watching YouTube channels, you know, trying to get myself right. And now that I'm actually here now talking to guys, you know, doing the same thing that I used to watch other guys do, you know, years back. Right? So I just tell you guys, man, it's all in your mind, right? You can accomplish anything you put your mind to, but you gotta want it. And you gotta have a reason by it, and you gotta stick by it no matter what gets thrown at you. Man, you know how many temptations I get in a day? Females hitting me up in my DMs and stuff like that, telling me they do all type of stuff. Right? I get tempted all the time. Don't think that it don't happen, fellas. You know what I'm saying? But you know, it's that reason why I'm not going to indulge in that, right? Because it's not for me anymore. And you can't be repeating cycles. You can't keep repeating the same cycle because every time you go back into that cycle, it's gonna be worse and worse and worse, right? So, you know, that's just what it is. You feel what I'm saying? Dante, what's your thought on multiple wet dreams in a row? I never had multiple in a row. Um, it could be two things, bro. It could be either you're not, either you're eating before you go to bed. It could be the thoughts that you're having before you go to bed. You know what I'm saying? Or it could be just you need to strengthen that area down there. You're not strong down there. So you need to strengthen that root chakra and that sacral chakra up. And you can do Kegel exercises, right? So every morning you want to squeeze that your pelvic floor muscle, the muscle that you use to stop the flow of your pee. Squeeze that muscle, like do like 100 reps. Just squeeze it for a second, let go. Squeeze it for a second, let go. What you do is you strengthen that organ or that muscle down there. So you'll have more control over your ejaculations, right? So when you feel like a lot of times I might like have something try to attack me in my dream, right? And in my dream I'm able to stop a release just because I have that area strengthened, right? So this is what happens, man. When you strengthen that muscle, you will find yourself not releasing as much. What happens, guys, is when you get on this journey and you start retaining, right? That energy becomes so overwhelming because your body's not used to holding on to all that energy. So you have to strengthen those pipes down there to be able to hold this new energy. It becomes overwhelming. So you start to get these wet dreams back to back to back because your body's producing so much that it can't really control all the energy that you have. You got to strengthen those muscles to be able to hold that weight, right? 'Cause you get heavy down there. It's getting heavy. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta get the muscles strong, man. Just like you get to the gym, you gotta hit the gym, right? Start doing them squats, man. Get under that squat bar. Put some heavy weight on there and strengthen that root chakra. Start doing your core work. You know, preferably do core work with leg lifts and stuff like that to strengthen those muscles down there. Right? You got to get strong, man. You got to get strong. So, you know, that's what it is, and you'll stop having so many wet dreams. Also, don't drink try not to drink water and stuff and like um like tea and stuff like that before you go to bed because it makes you have to use the bathroom. It creates pressure down there that's gonna make you like have that feeling of releasing. So do that also. Dante, can you talk about spiritual warfare right now on semen retention? Yeah, man, we kind of went into it just earlier when we were just talking about how it's so much distraction out there. Everywhere you look, it's everything is over sexualized and trying to get you to release. Everything's trying to get you to um look at cheeks, you know what I'm saying? Being that sacral chakra of just wanting to release with somebody. And so you gotta make sure that you're able to redirect that energy. Like I said, there's nothing wrong with the urges, but you gotta be an alchemist. You gotta learn how to transmute that energy into a higher power. right? So like me, if I see some cheeks, if I see a nice young lady, I get urges too. Don't. I'm a man at the end of the day. You know, I'm in control of myself, but I'm still a man. So I might look, but I know how to redirect that energy. I don't think down here. It is. I don't shoot that down here. I bring it up, and then bing, a light bulb goes off. I might get a upload. I might get a download. I might get a new idea, a new thought. All right. Well, that urge just worked out for me. This is what you gotta do, guys. This is your body, so you gotta learn how to master yourself. Right? Stop letting things control you and tell you what to do. Okay? Are protein powders GMO or what are other alternatives? So with protein powders, like me, I would try to find like a vegan one. The vegan one with like no preservatives, no GMOs, none of that stuff, just natural plant protein extract. That's what you want. Because most of the mainstream protein powders, they have a lot of bull crap in it, a lot of heavy metals and stuff that you don't need in your body. You know, so they have some vegan ones out there that you can try. That's just it. You know, they won't, be bad for you. But what are Kegels? Kegels is it's exercises. It's an exercise to strengthen your sexual organs. So, like I said, that muscle. If you use the bathroom, you pee, and then you stop the flow of your pee. You squeeze to stop. That's your pelvic floor muscle. That's a Kegel, right? So what you want to do is you want to do exercises squeezing that muscle, right? And when you do that, that muscle gets stronger. So you're able to control your orgasms. You're able to control your organs down there, right? That's what it is. So you want to strengthen that up, and you can do like sets. You can do like 100 reps in a row, or you can do like sets. Break it up into like 4 sets of 25 or whatever. But just every day try to strengthen that muscle. That's also going to help you bring that energy up as well. Because when you're meditating, you squeeze that muscle and you're breathing up at the same time, and that creates a suction cup, and it pulls that energy up your spine. And then when you breathe out, you release your Kegel, and it shoots. It's like a pressure. You're creating a pressure inside of you, like a pump. So yeah, that's what Kegels are, man. I advise everybody to start doing that too because it's good for you. You should know every inch of your body. This is your body, so don't be scared of yourself. Like people tell you not to touch yourself and all that. This is your body, right? So whatever you do is between you and the Most High. I'm not condoning you play with yourself, but I'm saying that's between you and the Most High. Like you're making love to yourself, but you don't want to be releasing. It's when you start releasing, that's when it becomes bad, and you don't want to be lustful, right? Um, but yeah, you should know your body because it's yours. You gotta know every inch. You gotta know what does what, how this feels, how this does that, right? So don't be afraid of yourself, but you just don't want to be doing things for the wrong reasons, right? So that's what I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna condone you playing with yourself or none of that, but just whenever you do something, do it for the right reasons, and just don't be releasing your energy. All right. Where we at? My thoughts on creatine. I don't condone stuff like that. Um, all creatine does is it allows your muscles to hold more water. But I mean, if you want to do that, you can just drink some salt water in the morning or some lemon water. Put some Himalayan salt in some water, maybe like half a teaspoon or a teaspoon, and drink that. That salt absorbs water too, so it'll help your muscles soak in more water. And I would rather for you to do that than take creatine because that's more natural. Creatine, all those supplements and stuff, man, it's not healthy for your insides, right? So you don't want to be getting on too many supplements. The most that I would take is a vegan protein, and that's about it, man. You want to try to stay natural as possible, though. Let's see. What think about cyber being spiritual? What why? No, Dante, God didn't intend for us to play with ourselves. I didn't say play with yourself. I said, but you gonna touch yourself, man. It's your body. Why would you not? Why would you not know what's what? You gonna do it anyway. When you take a shower, you gotta wash up. You touching yourself, right? So I mean, you can't be scared of yourself, but at the same time, you gotta be in control of yourself. I'm not condoning you to play with yourself. I don't condone that at all. But I'm just saying, don't be scared of yourself, right? Ain't nothing to be scared of. What you do behind closed doors is between you and God, right? But yeah, you don't want to be playing with yourself because it's not. You shouldn't be doing that anyway. You should be using that energy to do something else, right? But I'm saying, if you got to touch yourself, don't be scared. You know what I'm saying? That's not how you want to live. And see, you talking about giving these men excuses to watch. No, no, no. You're not using your third eye, man. You kind of going off of, you taking what I say in stone. It's not written in stone. You got to read between the lines. What I'm saying. Some black seed oil. I think black seed oil is good. It helps you get rid of mucus. And it clears up a lot of other things inside of you as well. Do you lose all your benefits after a long streak? Nah, you don't lose all. You don't lose the benefits. Um, you might lose a little bit of that magnetism, but everything that you gain on that streak, you don't lose. The only thing you just lose a little bit of energy, but you don't lose everything because your body stores that information. It'll store that information and it'll store like the best of what you have. So you'll release the best, but then you still have some left over too. But it's when you start to get into releasing multiple times, now your body can't keep up. It can't rebuild that energy fast enough. So this is when you start losing. This is when you start to lower your energy all the way, right? Let's see. What are your thoughts on the ancient practice of urine therapy? Something all our ancestors knew about. Ultrafiltrated blood plasma. I gotta look into that, bro. I haven't really dug too deep in that, but I'll look into it though. What am I doing, a cycle? I don't need to do a cycle, man. Like I'm good right now. You know what I'm saying? I let my energy recycle itself. So I don't really have to force myself to do a cycle. It'll take care of itself. Replenish mindset, strong blessings from the Most High. Appreciate that, bro. Do you think semen retention allows a better connection to the Most High? Of course. Retention is the key. Like you can't get up to the Creator without retention, right? For you to get to the Creator, you got to reach the crown chakra. You need all those juices down there to blast your energy up. So if you empty, you ain't got no fuel, you can't drive. You can't blast up. If your car don't have gas, it can't drive. Right? You can have the best engine in the world, the best tires, interior, all that. But if you ain't got no gas, that car ain't going nowhere. So you need your gas. You need that energy. All right. Where we at? Where we at? Yep. When does the semen get reabsorbed back into the body? Um, Usually after like 2 weeks, but it all depends on how long you've been retaining. So if you're a person who's been releasing a lot, it's gonna take you about at least 90 days to really mature that seed up. And after those 90 days, that's when you will start to see your body reabsorb it, and it's gonna cycle itself. And then from then on, every 2 weeks, your body's gonna reabsorb that energy. And every time it reabsorbs, it gets soaked into all your organs, your muscles, your bones. And this is when you start to, unlock that DNA inside of you, right? What are the benefits of honey? So honey makes you righteous off the bat, right? I take a tablespoon of honey every day because what honey does, honey has a lot of vitamins in it, but also honey is it's anti-inflammatory, it's antifungal, antibacterial, and what's the other word? It's a antioxidant. It's an antioxidant as well. So when you put honey, take a tablespoon of honey, that honey puts a coat on your stomach, right? So if any type of bull crap that you eat, that honey's gonna push it out. This is why you gotta use the bathroom when you eat honey, because it pushes all that bull crap out of your body. You feel what I'm saying? Honey makes you righteous. If you want to heal your solar plexus, that honey gonna get you right. It's gonna cleanse out all that bacterial. It can't survive in honey. No fungus, no bacteria, none of that stuff. Right? And then it cleanses, it goes through your blood. Remember, everything you eat goes through your bloodstream. So that honey is going through your bloodstream, cleaning out any bacteria, any type of parasites inside of there. It's pulling it out. Right? So honey, I approve honey. Honey is very, very beneficial for you on your journey, especially. Even in the Bible always talks about honey, milk and honey, right? Because honey is righteous, man. It's very, very righteous. Hassan, thanks for the $5 donation, buddy. The semen is made from the prostate, sperm made by testicles. Why do some YouTubers say it comes from the bone marrow and spine and brain? So your sperm is made from the testes, and then your prostate fluid as well. But then you also have your cerebral fluid from your cerebral cortex or your spinal fluid that gets mixed in with that. So when you actually release, you're pulling resources from every single source in your body, all your organs, your bones, your brain. You're pulling this information into one center, right? And it's mixing in with your sperm and your prostate fluid, and then it gets released, right? So that's what's happening. You are pulling all those resources, but more specifically, like the sperm itself is made in the testes, and then the prostate fluid gets mixed in with that. But you do pull all those resources from your organs. This is why you feel so drained, because your body has to rebuild that energy back up within everything, your muscles, your brain. This is why you have brain fog. You just released a whole bunch of brain matter, shot down your spine and mixed in with that prostate fluid and your sperm. Okay, so that's why they say that. The sperm and semen is two different things. Semen is a collection of many fluids, many vital fluids inside your body. The sperm itself is just the tadpoles, those tadpole-like organisms. Okay. All right, what's the topic? The topic is about your energy. So if you just now getting in here, you kind of missed out, but we were just talking about how you need to be cleansing out the energy inside of you so you don't miss this shift that's about to happen. Okay, because it's a lot of things going on. You want to make sure that you're not being pulled down by fear. You want to make sure that you are being as positive as you can be, raising your energy up. And the way you do this is by going back to your child self, meditating and going back to when you were a child and just that pure love and energy that you had as a child. Okay? Getting rid of any toxic. If you got any grudges with anybody, squash that right now. Squash it. Call them up, have a conversation. Get that weight off your shoulder. Stop holding on to toxic. Stop holding on to old energy, because it's weighing you down and you don't want to be weighed down, right? You want to be light as a feather so you can rise up. Okay? So that's what the subject was. That's what we was talking about. But right now, I'm just going in the comments, man, because I know a lot of guys be wanting to get at me, and I'm trying to answer y'all questions the best that I can, man. But to get back on subject though, man. Don't follow these people who's trying to tell y'all to get, start to get y'all weapons ready and all this fear, man. This fear. Use your third eye when you listen to people, because some people, they might sound good, but the energy. Well, how do you feel after listening to their video? Do they make you feel scared? Does it make your energy feel bad? If you feel that way, you need to stop listening to them. You need to get out, because that's your gut feeling telling you that something's wrong about this. Okay? Don't just listen to the words, but listen to the intentions behind the words. That's what your third eye does for you. Your third eye is pure energy. It senses energy. Okay? And in my last video, I was talking about just like on Naruto, man, when they was in the war, right? and the white Zetsus, they was cloning themselves to look like everybody else. So people couldn't tell who was bad or good, and they was getting killed, right? They was losing the war. Naruto could sense their evil intentions, so he was using the third eye. No matter how they looked, no matter how they sounded, what they said, he can sense their energy. So you gotta sense people's energy when you're moving through this world. Okay. And a lot of people gonna try to tell you to do this and do that, man. If it don't resonate with you, then tap out. You gotta tap out that energy, right? I'm just here to tell you guys to get your energy right. That's it. I'm just here to tell you guys, to not hold no grudges and become light as a feather, right? And if I'm saying something wrong, call me out on it. But I think that message right there should help out a lot of people. That message right there shouldn't be taken lightly because, imagine how you feel like when you got a grudge with somebody. Don't it make you feel heavy? Don't it make you feel like you just feel like you got a weight on your shoulders, right? But then when you make peace with somebody or y'all squash y'all beef, like you feel light. It makes you feel happy. It makes you feel good. It feels like a sigh of relief, right? That's because that energy was literally weighing you down. It was a weight. It was a burden. You want to get rid of these burdens, okay? The energy is getting very intense, man. Like, ever since this whole thing happened way back in March, bro, the energy shifted. And I don't know if y'all felt that or not. The energy been shifted, man. ATAD, thanks for the $1.99 donation, man. Thoughts on December 21st. Yeah, bro, we was talking about that. Basically what's happening is the shift inside of you, bro. The planets aligning, right? And if your body's not right, you're not gonna make this shift. It's gonna destroy you from the inside out. So you don't want that to happen. You want to be cleansing out your energy, right? And just cleansing out any toxic energy, the grudges that I was just talking about, all that weight trying to hold you down into this 3D realm. Detach yourself from everything in this 3D world, from all the energies, right? And just be somebody who observes. You want to be sit back, chilling, and watching now. You don't want to be attaching your energy to anything, right? Because it's time to go. It's time to blast up out of here. You can't. That time for attaching yourself to this world and trying to do this and do that, it's over with, man. You trying to get to that new earth, right? So detach and realign yourself. That's what the goal is. That's what your mission should be right now. Okay, Hassan, thanks for the $2 donation. What are your thoughts on ghosts, spirits, or unseen? So that's a good question, actually. So understand, fellas, this air, this space that we're in, there's all type of intelligent life forms around you that you can't see with these physical eyes because they're not dense in this reality. But there's a lot of intelligence, but they might be in gas form, or it might be in like a liquid form or whatever. But intelligence, life comes in many different forms. So when you hear about bacterias and like different diseases out in the air, those are actual intelligent life forms, but they're just not on our dimension. We can't see them. But if you could see, like, if you could realign your eyes to see on a molecular level, you will see all type of stuff floating around you, right? So when you talk about spirits and ghosts and stuff, these are just intelligent life forms that are on a different dimension, right? They might be in gas form. They're not in human form. They're not in physical, dense form, right? Because right now, we're at the lowest vibration. We're vibrating really low, really slow, and that's why we are solid. That's why this reality is solid, because everything's frozen. Like this table, like your phone, it's solid because it's frozen. Anything that's frozen is hard. It doesn't move, right? But as you like see water, if you boil water and it turns into a gas, right? Because when you boil water, you're putting energy behind it, and now it starts to vibrate really, really fast until it turns into a gas, right? So there's many shapes and forms of intelligence here that we can't see. So when you think about ghosts and spirits, that's what that is. It's just different forms, right? And this is where we talk about, like, you got gas-like intelligent life forms that can enter the pores of your skin and enter your body and take over your electrical systems. This is when people get possessed. So this is why you always see me with the hair, you know what I'm saying, and the do-rag all the time with my hair, the beard. You want to be covering your pores up so you can't be easily hijacked. Your hair protects you from those spiritual things trying to hijack you, because they can't make it past your hair. They got to go through all these electrical wires, right? And what happens is this is like your antennas. So anytime something tries to interfere with you, like, it's going to send a signal to your brain, and your body's going to. This is why you feel that you start to get that gut feeling when something's not right, because this is your antennas. They're giving you information. They're telling you like something's not right. When people say they see ghosts, they get like their hair raises up, because that's your antenna. That's your alarm system telling you, hey, there's something's not right here, right? And I'm sure you ever walked in a room and you just felt like the energy wasn't right. That's your alarm system warning you. So you have warnings against these things, right? But this is why, as men, we're supposed to grow our beards out, right? Because it protects you from all those energies, and it gives you intuition and lets you know when something is trying to attack you or not, that you can't see with these eyes, okay? Hassan, thanks for the $5 donation. In Islam, we believe God created jinns from fire. We can't see them. Yeah, bro, and this is why they say, you know, they come in smoke, like smoky areas, smoke. They come out the fog or the smoke, because they're created from that. You know, this is why I don't really condone smoking, because when you smoke, man, you letting jinns and like demons and demonic spirits, you know, they come out of that. You understand what I'm saying? So yeah, bro, that I agree with you on that, Hassan. You know, that's. But yeah, man. Let's see. Perfect message caught live as I'm detaching from my job, walking away from the last time. I appreciate you will share. Yeah, bro. And I'm just sharing what I feel, man. I've been feeling like this for a minute, so I'm just trying to tell you guys some of the things I've been feeling lately. You know, and this is where that's coming from, man. It's just like, we gotta start detaching from everything. Like, even at my job, man, I start to detach. Like, I'm not emotionally invested in my job like I used to be, just because I know that this whole reality is starting to disintegrate. It's starting to like fizzle out. I don't know if y'all feel that or not, but I feel it. Like, everything that's here now is starting to like not seem real anymore, and it's just becoming like something that's like, it's almost like it's fizzling out, and like a new reality is being created from this, right? So that's why you want to be eating right. You know, try to get off the meats, man, because those meats weigh you down. They got too much. There's too much heavy metals in meats, and it just weighs your energy down. Try your best to try to like eat less and less portions of that, right? Because you can't be having that weighing you down. You know, don't hold grudges. You know, get rid of grudges. What else? Retention. Hold on to that energy so you can blast up, right? You need to be doing all these things right now so you can be ready for this shift, all right? But let me see. What we got? Kevin Jenkins, thanks for the $1.99 donation. I don't get it. So December 21st, the world ends, or no? It's not necessarily the world ending is not what we think it is. There ain't gonna be no destruction or nothing like that. What happens is everything is resetting. So the timeline that we were in is starting over. Right? It's done. Like, the timeline is done. It's like a movie. You get to the credits, the movie's over with, right? And if you want to watch that movie again, you gotta rewind it. That's what's happening now. But like, instead of that, you want to be righteous so you don't repeat this over again. You want to get out of here to the new earth, right? Where it's going to be, you know, all the righteous are going to be at. So what's going to happen on the 21st is going to be a shift. So like, you're basically going to go and jump into different timelines of yourself based on your energy, right? So you don't want to stay here though, because if you stay here, you're going to be going through all the bull crap that's about to happen. But if you make this shift, you're not going to see that bull crap. You're going to be in a whole different reality. Understand, there's multiple realities in this matrix, right? Remember how on the Matrix movie, how the with the Keymaster, how he can like unlock doors and he's like in a void. He's not in the Matrix, but it's like a space in between the Matrix, and there's different. He was going to different doors, and he was able to go through different places in the Matrix. It's kind of like what it is. It's like that here too. There's doors and different perspectives, different angles of this dimension. So when you blast up out of here, you'll be in a different angle of this earth, right? It's going to be a new earth where there's none of this stuff is going on. So you want to make sure that your energy is the best that it can be, so you can blast off into the best of yourself, right? So that's all I'm trying to tell y'all, man. Israel, if you struggle with weed, do what I did. I overloaded my brain with THC by smoking once ounce in 2 days. After I ain't even want to do it no more. Genes can be evil or good. They have free will. They were created before man by God. He used smokeless fire to create the first gen. We believe Satan is a gen. King Solomon had communication of gen. Yeah, I mean, there's no such thing as good or bad. It's all energy. Everything in this world is energy, man. So my thing is you don't want, when it starts to become destructive in your life, that's when it's bad. When you start to let something become destructive. But other than that, it's just energy. It's just negative and positive energy. That's it. And you need both. So let's see. How to spot a woman that has the same energy you have. It's a synchronization that happens. So when you speak to that female, just the conversation that y'all having, and not even that, but just like the conversation to be natural, and the way you feel from that conversation, you'll feel good. You'll feel like you've been energized. You know what I'm saying? That's when you know that someone's on the same frequency as you. Is when you feel like you elevated from that conversation. You feel energized. You feel good about yourself. When she's not on your energy, not on your level, you'll feel drained. You'll feel tired after that conversation. So that's how you know, and that's with anybody. You know, you'll know if they're on the same frequency as you because you both will vibrate like this. But if someone's not, they're gonna pull you down, right? They're gonna suck your energy up, and it's gonna be like this, right? So it's like this. When you meet somebody who's on the same frequency, y'all go like this, right? If you ever see like dragonflies when they be mating, and you see them like in the sky or in the like flying around, and they be like this, you know what I'm saying? That's the pair bonding. That's when you know you found somebody for you. Okay. But yeah, man. Hey, I just wanted to get y'all. I just want to talk about this for a quick minute, man. I'm gonna post some more videos about these chakras, man, just to kind of give y'all some more insight. But I don't want to do this live for y'all today, just to, it's been a while. I've been kind of detoxing a little bit, so I haven't been on in a minute. And I just want to kind of, introduce myself back to y'all, you know what I'm saying? And let y'all know that I'm still here. And, I had a detox for a minute, man, just because it's getting real toxic. YouTube gets toxic sometimes, man. And, everybody's just trying to compete and be the top guy, have the top views and all that stuff, man. And I'm a person, bro, I didn't do YouTube for that. It's cool to get that. Don't get me wrong, but I didn't do YouTube for that, bro. Like I did it because I really like helping people. And I just like to send positive energy to people, and I want people to be able to become their best version, right? And I don't want to let all that type of stuff get to me. Being in that rat race and just trying to compete. Everybody's competing, man. It's like it's just like, I don't know. I don't like that energy, and it's not good energy to be in right now. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate you guys though for sticking with me. A lot of my day ones in here too. People who've been rocking with me for a long time. Y'all know I've been on this energy. I've been on this wave. I've been on this wave for a long time, so y'all know, like, I'm telling the truth. Y'all can see it in my eyes. Y'all can feel it through my voice, through my vibe, that I really do this. I'm really about this journey. You know what I'm saying? So, um, I appreciate y'all for sticking with me, man. And you know, as I start, my channel starts to grow. A lot of people come in and they try to tell me that I'm copying somebody else or that I'm trying to be like this person. And y'all know, man. Y'all already know what I'm on. So, you know, I don't gotta explain myself to nobody. You know what I'm saying? And my videos don't sound like nobody else's. Like, I got my own unique vibe, my own unique energy that I give off in my videos. So, you know, I don't need to copy nobody. I live this life for real, and I give you guys my life experience. That's it. Just like this live, I don't have no script written down to give y'all. I'm not reading off of nothing. I'm going off the top. I'm tapped into the divine when I speak to y'all, right? I'm tapped in, man, and I just go off the cuff. That's what it's about. I don't gotta read no script from nobody because I speak. I'm speaking knowledge. I'm speaking truth, my truth. You know what I'm saying? This is my truth that I speak. So I appreciate y'all again, man. Respect to y'all. Y'all stay in y'all journey. You know, don't worship any YouTubers. Don't worship any content creators. You know, just take the information that we spit and use that to resonate with you. Use that to better yourself. But don't, you know what I'm saying? Don't try to worship these guys and try to do everything they tell you to do. You pick and choose the information that you need from all these different videos and you collect it to better yourself, all right? And that, and you know, that's my 2 cents, man. I appreciate the support again. Y'all stay on this journey, man. Y'all stay away from these distractions. You know what I'm saying? Be happy. You know, get back to your childlike self. Hey, man, and let's rise above all this, all right? Retain Game, it's your boy Tay. Y'all have a beautiful day, man.